night, and today we are checking out a game that we played a little, well, I wouldn't say a little while ago, probably about over a year ago, that we kind of forgot about for a while because it was in early alpha, and recently one of my good friends of mine, Mr. Goombat, sent me a video from Riker. So those of you who are ARPG players and are fans of Diablo, you've probably heard of him. He's a pretty big Blizzard content creator. So he sent me a video of Riker's checking out Wolcen, and I remember I did this game a while back. We got a lot of views on it, but I remember the game was in kind of a rough spot at that time. And so I've kind of just been waiting for the game to, you know, come out of alpha, maybe go into a beta or even hit live. But due to Riker's video and seeing how well the game has come along since then, I decided that I would check it out, and Vinny's been meaning to see it, I guess, as well, live. So looks like, you know, they did a wipe. I changed my graphic settings, I did the game settings and everything. It looks like it wiped whatever character you had, which is fine. So we're going to go in, we're going to create a character. You have both a male and female option. Not a huge range of customization, but enough. I guess, you know, Grim Dawn, you play as the same guy. You can't even change anything, so I guess I can't really be too nitpicky about that. But let's go in and see what we got here. So we'll start at haircut 1, haircut 2, haircut 3, haircut 4, comb over, haircut 5, haircut 6, then back to 1. So I'm probably going to go with this one. Change the hair color to black, or close to black at least. Let's see. Then we have, you can change the individual colors of their eyes. So you have brown, blue, green, red, some demonic, like reddish, orangish. Looks like kind of dark, evil kind of thing. All black. Kind of White Walker-ish looking, all white, cyborg, and back to 1. Okay, so we're gonna go just with standard blue, standard green, nothing crazy. So you can add some facial hair, some scrub, nice little lumberjack, the good old, I don't even know. There we go. That's the full lumberjack. This is the, you know, World of Warcraft orc beard. We'll go with nice little scruffle. Match the hair. And do our character name. We'll go Theory, as per usual. Go with OK. Alright, so we're ready to check this out. So you don't pick your classes when you first start. Similar to Grim Dawn, well no, Grim Dawn you don't pick it when you start, but at level, what is it, level 5 or something like that, or as you level up you can pick your character and cross classes. This is, I think, probably more similar. No, even Path of Exile, you pick kind of a class. This is just, it just throws you in as a guy, and you kind of, a guy or a girl, and you kind of build it along the way. I'd be curious to check out their roadmap to see how far along. Sorry, I need some more caffeine to see how far along they are. But I mean, from what I've seen, it looked pretty nice. I'm probably, with most of my games, I tend to go like mage or ranger. So we're probably going to do something like that. either magic or some kind of archer. We'll see. Um, we'll see how that develops. So we'll play a little bit of this, depending on how the game goes and how well we progress. We'll either keep playing or we'll switch to something else. So if you guys are have any suggestions of what to play, um, there's Okami, there's Grim Dawn, um, there's Warframe. I have the Berserk game that's similar to Dynasty Warriors. I have a bunch of stuff. I have a lot of games. Okay, so my frame rate. Let's see. So I'm gonna turn the frames off because I have my EVA Precision is giving me the FPS, so we're gonna turn this off just so it's not crazy. It's still up there anyway. Alright, so graphically pretty nice. I'd like the HUD to be a little bigger. Maybe there's some kind of like UI scaling, but that's fine. I'm playing in 4K, so everything is pretty small. My frames just dropped to 30 after attacking, and now they look stuck around 30 right now. You can disable tutorial message, blah blah blah. Okay. So let's put our volume back up. I don't know how loud we are. Let's see. I'll do the massive volume around there. Let's see. Game settings. Custom markers, gore mode. Auto equip. That's fine. Controls. I'll figure them out along the way. Graphic settings. We're at medium just in case. VSync. We don't have anything crazy. Let's turn off motion blur and lens flares. Maybe that'll help with the frames. We'll kind of check back, see how that is. We have our advanced graphics, vignetting, everything's at medium. Okay, I'm not trying to push anything too. There's a visual one too. Oh, HUD scale. Okay, let's turn that up. Camera shake, enemy blink, displaying of enemy blink, enemy health bar, enemy silhouette, usable. Friendly silhouette, show damage, choking. Okay. Okay. Our frames are still at 30, so maybe this game is just meant to be played at 30 frames per second. Okay. So let's see, we can get a fireball or a lightning strike. I'm gonna do the lightning strike because I know that a lot of these spells interact with your environment. And so I want to pick the lightning spell because I've seen a decent amount of water so that I can shock some people. Right click on learn spell, you can't you already know, but you can exchange it. Okay. So I'm gonna pick that up. We have that. So how do we equip that now? That's my character sheet. So I like how it very clearly shows you what these things apply towards. So crit damage, attack speed. So maybe for a ranger we'll want some ferocity for crit damage and attack speed. Toughness, maybe not too much. Agility, we definitely want some if we're going ranger because it's crit chance, damage, range damage, dodge chance, movement speed, pretty important. But looks like if we're gonna go mage, we really just want willpower, maybe a little bit of toughness to help regenerate, some defense, but nothing crazy. This is our inventory. This is that, so how do we equip this? There we go. Melee combo. Brutal strike. So it starts you off with like a melee stuff, and I guess you can click and drag stuff to equip it. So let's say, alright. So it has this system, right, in this game, if you're not too familiar with it, where you have as just by default and melee character, I believe this is your rage and this is your umbra. And as you use magic, or no, I think that, yeah, this is magic, sorry. Your umbra, this is magic, umbra, and um this is your rage, and this is your stamina that you can use to roll, which I don't know how to do yet. Okay, it's spacebar. And so as you use your spells, you burn mana but gain rage, and then you can use your rage ability to quickly disperse your rage and build back mana. So you're kind of like spelling, you're like channeling your spell. Press the dodge roll key space by default, allow you to avoid traps and imminent attacks. Okay. So you can like channel the electricity, and then once the enemy's close enough, you can just smack them with um, your club if you're close enough. But I believe they said this is built on the Crytek engine, so it looks really nice. Looks like my frames are back up to... Yeah, the frame rate is kind of all over the place. It jumps to 60 in certain moments, and then dips back to 30, but I don't really see, except that one moment when I broke the barrel, I didn't see a huge like skip, like a lag frame. Okay, so swinging doesn't build rage only when you hit people with rage, I believe, or hit people with your melee. But since we're in water and we're using electricity, they take extra kind of AoE damage, which is why I wanted to use lightning, because I know that there's water in a lot of places on the maps. But water effects look really good. The loot and stuff is pretty obvious. Water is a key element. I've determined fire, lightning, and frost effects affected by water and rain in many ways. Take into consideration. Okay, so if you're trying to use fire and rain, I assume it won't be as effective. But if you're using it in, if you're using it during a rainstorm, if you're using lightning during rain, I imagine it's more powerful. And I know, like Path of Exile, you can build kind of whatever you want on your character, and a lot of the tombs that you pick up, apparently these guys drop, but lightning effects are really cool. Yeah, like these like lens flares right here is really nice. I know the fireball effects look really cool from what I see. It's pretty strange though that I don't really have my graphics up crazy high. I don't really have any crazy settings like you guys saw. And the frames, yeah, are kind of skipping all over the place. I saw kind of a little bit a frame drop. I wonder how much I'm going to be affected by it in big enemy fights, but I mean, game looks really nice. It's colorful, unlike most like Grim Dawn, like the name states. Very grim. So we're just gonna go after this guy, smack him. So this game used to be called Umbra, which is when it got my attention. And then they changed it from Umbra to Wolcen. And like I first became aware of it when it became Umbra, but kind of like didn't know where it was or how to follow it or anything. So kind of just was like, all right, whatever. Like when it comes out, I'll find out about it. Like someone will cover it. So I left it alone. And then as soon as it became Wolcen, I saw it, I think in Steam or or I was doing like games that are like Diablo or something like that. I saw some kind of video where I was trying to look for some more Diablo-esque games to play, and this was on that list. So we scooped it up. It was real rough when we first started playing, but it seems to be in a better state now. So far, we'll see how far we can get, how far the quest chain goes, because remember, this is still in alpha. So I'm not sure how far this is gonna go. We did get a shield, so I should probably equip that. I'm just checking to see if there's any chests down here. Doesn't seem like there is. So let's equip our shield. So I think we could probably squeeze a nice little hour or two out of this gameplay right here, and then we could jump to something else. If any of you guys are interested in watching. Let's see. Your character uses Umber and Rage to generate and hitting enemies' weapons. Cool. So, okay, so last I saw, there were more of these unlocked, but I don't know how he got access to them, and we don't, so. Maybe they unlocked through a quest or something. Maybe I can't have access to more of the wheels, but I remember in Riker's latest video, he had a ton of the wheel options, so I don't know if he's on a different maybe client than we are. Maybe he has a more updated one since he's a pretty big name. Maybe the guys at Wolcen were like, hey, you're a big boss, Mr. Riker. You can help get our game known. Here's a nice, clean client. Of of Wolcen. Show it to the world. Show its glory. So there was also another game that I checked out. Guardians of Embers, I think. It was okay. I'm having a little bit of trouble remembering exactly what the game was like. I think it was like more MMO based than kind of single player like this is. Like, I'm pretty sure this has like, you know, Diablo and Path of Exile style where you can invite people into your games and stuff, but I believe Guardians of Ember, you were, seems like this ability like hits 3 times. Yeah, it channels for like 3 strikes. 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah. But if you guys are interested in seeing Path of Exile, Guardians of Embers, let me know. Let a brother know, because I wouldn't mind doing that either. Okay, there's his chest over here. So it doesn't necessarily hurt burning your rage to more quickly. Be curious to see how I can pair them together. Like if bows trigger rage, that would be a nice way to combo the classes together. Have like a mage ranger, because then I can have my Umbra regenerate quickly by burning rage from using ranged attacks. Don't hesitate to switch between your spells, man. Okay, we don't have any other spells really. We're gonna take a loop around here, see if there's anything we missed. We did kill a lot of guys. We didn't get any more tombs. I know there is like a wind one somewhere. But even if you just slam the ground and don't hit anything, I think it's still... Yeah, it still helps the regeneration, so... So, I'd be curious to see how ranged attacks work, to see if that helps regenerate your... or helps burn rage and regenerate Umbra. I'd also be curious to see if there's any maybe defensive style, like rage skills, like spend rage and get like a nice defense buff, because that wouldn't be so bad either. Give yourself like a nice little self buff. Let's see if I'm missing any treasure chests now. So you can rotate the camera in this game by holding the mouse button. Nice feature. Not many ARPGs let you rotate the camera, so that's definitely a nice touch. There. So we'll be fighting a little mini boss here, and this is where the story starts. So it's got waypoints like, you know, any other ARPG. We want to get Big Man to spawn. There he is. Yeah, one thing that Riker mentioned is that during these scenes, you don't you don't get paused, so. It'd be nice for him to show on the map too. Taking some nice extra bonus from this water electricity. Blah blah blah, should come to the village, everyone wants to meet you. Yada yada, stand on the waypoint. What's that? Is that loot? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go to town. I assume that's where we want to go. Raven Quest. I guess he says this if you pick the wrong waypoint. I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, we're getting frame drops. Alright, that went to like 14. We're not even doing anything crazy. Maybe we'll turn VSync off. What else can we do? See, everything's medium. Vignetting maybe we'll turn off. I really don't want to go to low, but it could just be optimization that they still need to do. But it's pretty rare for me to only be able to play things in medium settings and like have to turn everything off. So it looks like we have two kind of things here. We have a bed. Reset our inn or visit our merchant store. So he's a healer. He auto heals you, I guess. This lets you alter the day-night cycle. I assume that has some kind of significance. Okay, some kind of quest thing or leaderboards. I don't know what I just did. I clicked on him and it put me in this room. What's this about? This might be like a daily dungeon thing that he runs. Yeah, we're getting some pretty significant frame drops now. Let's let you respec. Alright, so this is where the meat and potatoes happen, where you can do all your skill stuff. We don't want to be a guardian. Arcanist. Unlocks the spellbinder. Passive mode increases your umber regeneration and your resistance against spells. When you use the spell, you enter active mode and gain a temporary spell damage boost instead. Okay. So we get like a triggering spell that lets us get a damage boost. This is like a barbarian. This is like a tank. Increase your movement speed, but when you use a spell, you enter active mode and become invisible for a short period. Okay. Chop your feet, which deploys. Alright, so this move is just putting down traps. This is attack speed and spell casting. Attack speed. Damage done with ranged. Critical chance. Regenerate on our first hit. Yeah, so ranged generate rage, so that's good for okay, interesting. Okay, spellcasting, passive skill. Okay, so these are skills that are not unlocked yet. Just seeing if there's any spells. Looks like this doesn't unlock any spells yet. This just gives you buffs. Alright, I don't have a ranged weapon yet, so I guess I'll go. Oh, now more showed up. Okay. So what's this? Elementalist. Okay, so you have affinities. This is lightning affinity if you want to go into lightning damage. Then you have fire, frost, and that's probably it. And then what's this guy? A warden. He looks like a tank, like tanky stuff. And then this is what? Maleficent. Looks like shadow. Looks like some kind of like dark magic. Or is it more of a... Okay, so this is like a poison damaging kind of thing. What's this about? Gladiator. So we have a gladiator, we have a trickster, so an assassin, more of a caster, more tanky, like weird poison class thing, gladiator, and And then straight assassin. Okay. So we don't have any range things really. So maybe for now, put a point there. This unlocks a skill. We'll put a point there. And we'll put a point there. So we're gonna go hybrid hunter mage. Mage, yeah. Confirm. And then this, I believe, is our points, yeah. So since we opted for range and magic, we're focusing on those things here. So we'll go 10, 7, 12, 8. So we'll do that. Or should we do like point in toughness? Or maybe ferocity? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So we got that moving. What's this? Those are skills. That's something else. That brings us here. I'm curious to see if more of this unlocks like as you progress. That's our waypoint. Who are you? Sell spells to this guy. You're a merchant. How much money do we have? We only have $55, so can't buy anything yet. So this gives us 10% to spells, 13% to spells. So it looks like we want the Umbra staff. But that's some dough right there. You can remove gems from your items at the jeweler. This lets you buy gems. This looks like this works kind of like any typical upgrading system: protection, rend damage. Fire damage, frost damage, lightning damage, toxic, sacred damage, shadow damage. Just straight armor damage, interesting. There's a lot of different damage types to go into. I see some kind of chest here, but oh, that's okay. Personal chest. There's another guy over here. He sells like crazy stuff. Like high level stuff. Okay. Alright, let's go take our quest. See if we can't get some new spells, some more money, all that jazz. Blah blah blah. Okay, we just got some gold. We're at 155. We're not quite at what we need to buy a weapon, but maybe soon after getting some quests. Okay, so we got some gear. That's nice. Got a shirt, some boots, and some pants. So we're not totally naked. How close can you zoom in? You can go zoom in pretty close. Okay. Alright. Do we get any money for that? Nope. Let's see. Ba-ba. hunting ground. So are these things that I can put here? So these are the traps I can place. Uses charges. I generate them over time. Okay, so that's my trap. This puts me in active spell mode. Now, I'm wondering that once this countdown replenishes or depletes, does the buff go away? Yeah. So it's like a 12-second buff, it looks like, for spell casting. Okay. It looks like the traps don't stay open for a long period of time either, which I'm okay with all of those scenarios. Okay, so we have to find our way to this dude somehow. Oh man, cold. Not sure how we get down there, but how the fuck do we get in here? I'm just gonna teleport us out of there so that I can walk over to that other. Okay. So we can just walk there. So it doesn't quite bring us into town, but this is what I wanted to go and find a way out of here. Yeah, definitely some frame dropping. Not ideal. But I'm just gonna say the game just isn't fully optimized yet. I can't imagine having to play on low settings, but I wonder if it like isn't using my graphics card, because I know some games, if you don't set what game you're using, or not what game you're using, what graphics card you're using, it'll just like default you to a non-ideal one. So it looks like if you want to go do some kind of basement, if you want to go check out the basement, I'm just trying to get some new spells here. We got an apprentice gown. Burning that to help Umbra regeneration. I guess enemies have a chance to leave a corpse behind, maybe for some kind of necromancer skills you get. Wanna pick that up? Dang. We'll go check out the basement, see what that's about. Whoa. Boogie boogs. Oh god, why am I stuck? Oh wow, that did a lot of damage. Oh, that's a boss guy. Okay, got a hammer from him. Some other stuff. Okay, that was worth it. Getting all kinds of stuff here. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a nice gown, which gives us a lot more like health and stuff. We got a hood. Put that on. Got a crossbow. Okay, crossbow's two-handed. Warhammer. Dagger. Okay. Alright, we'll stick to that for now. Looks like we got some kind of... What's this? We got more points to spend? It probably doesn't let us, yeah. Oh, it does let us spend. Cool. Chance to mobilize enemies during 3 seconds each time they became poisoned. Passive skills not activated. Boom. Okay. We're going down the beaten path. We'll get some more willpower. Some of that. Some of that. Alright. That went well. Got some nice loot from doing that. Now we don't have to worry about our range, and look, this all generated rage. So that's nice. We got a tomb, so that's a new skill. This crossbow is really good. Should we go see if there's treasure up here? Doesn't look like much of anything up here. Can we go through here? Yeah, it's working pretty well. Oh, the bow will earn the rage, but it doesn't spend it. I see. I see. So yeah, this does not affect our ammo generation positively. That's pretty fucking sick. I think I'd rather that. Oh, I can't go that way. Okay, got a day-night cycle. So I think this will help us more. The bow was nice, but it had we were losing a ton of. Okay, looks like they're kind of they seek out the enemy. That's pretty sick. So yeah, I wish this loot would stay up, but oh, we got another. This is cool. These spell effects are cool, and they seek out the enemy, which is pretty sick. So I dig that. Looks like we gotta go this way. This is cool. And it travels far as hell. So we're definitely gonna want to check out that basement. Let's see if we can. No. There's no way to get the items to continually show there. Excuse me. To continually show what they are. Alright, so shoot through walls. Cool. There's a bunch of basements here. Definitely want to check this out because last one had a cool demon dude. I'm just gonna grab a hoodie really quick because it's freaking cold. But, okay, so I may want to respec, but the bow idea was cool, but it doesn't seem like it pairs. It pairs well. Especially because I have to spend all this just to get that ability. You know what I mean? So this is how you heal from picking up globes. This is willpower, spell cooldown, pick up radius. Your Umbra, Sacred Shadow damage, Umbra generation. I'm not doing any of that type of damage, so is this worth it? Seems like this path is a little better. Spells. Okay, we got that. Let's level up this. He's fighting people. Another hammer. Let's go to 30. Let's bring this to 17. Okay. not so much that, maybe more of this. Alright, let me go get that hoodie. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, we wanted to go in the basement. So let's check that out. We didn't get a new spell. Oh, we got the fire hand thing, right? So let's get rid of the traps are pretty cool. I'll put that there. We didn't unlock anything new besides that, but let's put that. Yeah, let's put that. Alright, looks like there's no way to rearrange the way your things work, which is upsetting. Okay, so 3 places a trap. I'm gonna place a trap there just because I imagine. No? I was thinking that when I got the treasure, enemies were gonna spawn, but it's just a free treasure room. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Okay, so let's... What's that? Oh yeah, that's the hammer that we got. That's interesting, okay. Why am I building something great? I think just because how quickly I'm depleting. Blowing up all these tombs. Looks like they dropped a bunch of gold. Do that much damage and it burns a shit ton of rage. So, not my favorite spell, but let's go see what's in here. Got a little bit of a wind up, but oh shit, that's a lizard thing. I think I remember now. I remember those things being like super OP and being really annoying to try to defeat. Level 5. Okay, looks like that's everything in here. Let's pick up all this shit and see what we got. Alright. We got a lot of stuff. This has got 2 offensive runes on it. Health regeneration. Not much we could do about that. Way better, obviously. Same. Not great at all. Negative. We don't want any of those things. Maximum resource pool. Agility, defense, dodge chance, health. Okay. That's gonna give us some better stats. Human and toxic damage. Okay. That's 16 to 29. 3. Oh, there's 2 types of pauldron. This one's better. Let's put that one on. That's willpower and umbra. This is rage. No, we want that one there. Okay. So what's this like? Oh yeah, that's way better and cooler. These spell effects are pretty dope. So we'll pick that up so that every time we activate it, we steal magic. Spells damage bonus given by your willpower is 10% higher. Do that. Willpower during 1% of willpower. And the bonus, okay, so it's like a nice stacking bonus. So this makes you want to start to stack ferocity. I don't know if that's what we want really to go into. But we're all out of things anyway. So what did we do? We did 1, 2, 3, I believe is what we did. And then we'll do 42, 22, 6, 7, 45. A little more health and all that biz. I think I'm gonna like this magical fire spell better. Let's find out. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I see some kind of guy over there. Toxic up there. Oh, he's dead. This is another toxic up there. They go down fast. Looks like there's a waypoint over here. Let's go to this waypoint and then we'll go inside there. Okay. Did he run off ahead? Oh, where am I? Still a gravekeeper. So leveling's not too fast, which I don't mind. The spell choice is okay. I think there maybe could be a little bit more, but I guess they don't want to give you like too much at first, and then you're freaking where's this undead warrior guy? There he is. Okay, he's dead. Go grab this loot. Got a bunch of stuff. Okay. Alright. Find silver crown. Alright, let's check our loot. We got a lot of stuff, man. Holy macaroni. Nothing great. Club, we don't want any clubs. Physical damage and 10 lightning resistance. Nothing better. That is better. We don't want them to be... So that's to your maximum resource pool. This is 70, 73. This also gives health. I don't know what Pythis is. Okay. I think that's fine for now. So now we have to find Silver Crown, the giant tree. Alright, let's buff that to 62. Yeah. I think this is where I need to go. So far, game's looking pretty good. So far, it's in a good state. Pick that up. Skills are cool. Quests are pretty standard. Skills are cool. I like the customization of your abilities. I don't think that the mage the mage ranger is gonna work out for me, but We can always reset our skills if we need to. We'll grab that. Let's see if anybody is in here. Got some big man in there. Gonna put a spell trap. There. So it's kind of nice. The fire spell seems like it kind of like stumbles him, and then it gives me a little time to just nuke him with the lightning. A berry amulet and a ruby amulet. We'll take that. Maybe the thief sash. Maybe I've never. Let's get rid of all these like this shitty gear. Because the stuff ain't gonna sell for much anyway. Pick this up. Nothing crazy. That's not bad. It's actually positively infecting my magic, so let's go with that. Alright, we're at the 1 hour mark. We're probably gonna ixnay pretty soon. Oh. It doesn't look like your basic attacks level up at all. That would be cool if there was modifiers to your... It looks like I can get there from over there. Maybe it's through here. It would be cool if there were runes and different things that you can... Because it looks like there are paths that you can choose for your skills, but what about your basic attacks? Like in Diablo, you can alter your basic attacks too. So I'd like to be able to do both. You know, I'm using them both pretty often. Oh God, run. Give me that money. Definitely cool, but like I said, I think I'd still rather play Grim Dawn. Very cool. This game is very cool, but I'd rather just play Grim Dawn. Although these skills are pretty sick. I don't know what Morgenstein is, or Morgenstern, but it seems pretty cool. Alright, we're almost here. I think we just need to. I don't know what that's about. I think it's just some random lighting placement. Alright, what's up with this tree? What are we doing here, tree? Alright, we're talking to this chick. What do you got to say? Okay, we got Frost Nova. Let's see what that's like. I'm not a huge fan of this fire spell thing, so. Okay, you gotta rotate the rings back at base. And this is making me get a bunch of ingredients. Alright. So, ooh, what did I just do? I don't know what I just did. But I think this is where we'll call the video. We'll spend our points. That's the Elementalist, it's the Warden. Yeah. Doesn't seem like we want to go down that path, so. Alright. So we can get a frost damage. Alright, so we gotta pick an element that we want to attune to. So we'll go fire damage and 10% to the duration of all burning stacks you inflict. Alright. So burning stacks prevent your target from regenerating its home. Extra damage against status effects. Then we get some bonus stuff. Cool. Alright. Well guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing more of this game, or, you know, if you just want just another update later on after some more patches. But I figured I would at least come back and see how it was after, you know, I noticed some changes. So, you know, there is a decent amount of questing material for now. The frames definitely need some work, but so far I'm digging it. Let's see what Frost Nova's a little thing around us. But yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this content. This is Wolcen. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. For those of you that are Warframe and Smite players that are watching, if we hit 250 subs, I'll be doing a giveaway